we're going to have 3 over 4x to the third plus 4x over 6x. And so we have to figure out what our common denominator would be. So anyone? I agree with the x to the third. 12x to the third. Okay, so the first fraction has 4x to the third, so what does it need? 3. So 3 on top, 3 on bottom. The second fraction has 6x. What does it need? 2x squared, 2x squared. Okay. So the first fraction is now 9 over 12x cubed. The second fraction is now 8x cubed over 12x cubed. Okay. And then if we add those together, what's our final answer? 8x cubed plus 9 over 12x cubed, and we're done. Okay, let's try another one. Sorry, I'm trying to find ones that do interesting things. Okay, let's do 2 over 6x squared minus 6x over 4. So our common denominator is 12x squared. So between 6 and 4, we need the number, and then we need to have all the x's. And then what do I need to do? So the 6x squared is on the bottom. It needs to be 12x squared. So what do I have to multiply it by? 2. So times 2 on the bottom, times 2 on the top. This one is just 4. So what does it need on the top and the bottom? 3x squared and 3x squared. Okay, so the first fraction is
4 divided by 12x squared.
Okay, minus
18x cubed divided by 12x squared.
Okay, so we have 12x squared as the common denominator. And then on the top, you can switch the order if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and write 4 minus 18x cubed. And we do need to factor out a 2. I don't care which way you do it, whichever way is fine. We do need to factor out a 2 because what happens with the 2 when we take it out? We can divide on this one, so it actually does simplify. So we have a 2 over 12. 2 divides by 2 to become a 1. 12 divides by 2 to become a 6. So that one can reduce a little bit. Sometimes they can reduce, sometimes they can't. If I had had more time, I would have made sure that like all the ones today reduce, so you'd always have to check it, but I didn't have time to do that. Sad day. Okay, let me look for... I kind of like this one. Okay, here's the one we're going to do next. I need a new sheet of paper though. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do 2r over 3r cubed minus 3r plus 4, and 2r plus 6. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Okay, so before we find a common denominator, we have to take this one and do what with it? Factor it. So that is a GCF of 2, and then r plus 3. Okay, so our common denominator needs to have the parentheses r plus 3. For sure has to have the parentheses. Okay, and then between the 3r cubed and the 2, what? 6r cubed. Ooh, what a fun problem, Miss Rice. Thank you for doing this one. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. Yeah. All right, so the first fraction has a 3r cubed. It needs a 2, right? That's how we get to the 6r cubed, and then it completely doesn't have the parentheses. Yep, so we need those. And then the other one has the 2, and it has the r plus 3, but what is it missing? Mm-hmm. 3r cubed, 3r cubed. Okay. So these we have to be a little bit more careful in showing our work because they're much easier to get wrong when we had to multiply by a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to say that the first fraction is 4r being multiplied by r plus 3. Are you guys okay with that? And then I'm going to say minus, and then I'm going to say 3r cubed times 3r plus 4. Are you guys okay with that? Okay. So whenever I get to complicated problems, I do not try to conserve space because conserving space usually means people make little mistakes that they miss because they can't read everything very well. So I like to take up lots of space, have organized work. So if I distribute the 4r, what do I get?
4i squared plus 12.
Okay. And how am I going to handle that negative? Yeah, I'm going to keep it with the 3r cubed. So I'm going to think of that as a negative 3r cubed. And if I have a negative 3r cubed being multiplied by 3r, what do I get? To the 4th, okay. And then negative 3r cubed times positive 4.
Negative 12r.
Yeah, negative 12r cubed. Okay. We can put it in order. All right. So we have we'll see if it comes back. So go ahead and write it on your paper. Nope, it's not coming back. Huh?
Uh-oh. I can see Miss Rice's screen.
Yeah, so Blaine and I are good, so we don't, the rest of you are fine. All right, when you write the top in the correct order, what do you guys see?
-1. -1 out.
You can take a -1 out, but you can actually take something else out. You can take an R out. Go ahead and take an R out. Oh no. You can take a negative R out. Go ahead and do that. Take a negative R out. Oop, we're closer to getting fixed here. Right. And then what's going to happen with the R that you took out on top and the stuff that you have on the bottom? You can take out 1 R from the top and 1 R from the bottom. So go ahead and do that. We're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, there we go. And we're back. It's like nothing All right. So take the R out, take an R out. You can leave the negative in the front if you want. Seemed like. Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, wait, come back.
Do you guys think it's because I'm writing so fast it's getting confused?
Yeah.
Probably. Speed demon over here.
I think it's froze again. Pixel stop moving.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pixely.
It's having a hard time. Okay. How do you guys feel about adding and subtracting?